Endwalker. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker has been freaking amazing. I mean, I've been having a blast. The epic conclusion to the Hydaelyn and Zodiac saga that began a decade ago has not disappointed. And it's filled with several callbacks and references and details to the previous expansions. So for my 23rd birthday on the 23rd, here's 2 and 3, so 5 details that blew my mind in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Major spoilers ahead, though, so click away if you haven't finished. There's gonna be spoilers right away. Can we all agree how amazing yet abrupt it was when we got to the first trial of the expansion? Like, I had my doubts that Zodiac would be the final fight of the expansion, but the very first one? And I'm very satisfied with the direction the story took from there. Anyway, in that fight, we know that Zodiac is incomplete, but we can visually see it too. Zodiac was able to partially form after the 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 10th, and 12th shards were rejoined. Zodiac's missing body parts are the remaining 6 shards that he remains sundered in. Nice attention to detail, and also that music is such a banger. I want to join a choir just to sing that. I like Zodiac's theme, and I also like Hydaelyn's theme, and since this is a Saga finale expansion, the songs itself contain references and remixes of the previous songs. The song during Hydaelyn's trial is very notable. When you end up fighting the one who began and guided you on your entire journey thus far, the track that plays is Your Answer, a remix of Answers, the song used in the End of an Era cinematic. Answers was a song about despair and wanting an answer to why they must suffer and die. Your Answers, well, your answer to Hydaelyn and proving your strength to save all life. That's so good! There's another song I want to mention too, Endwalker's main theme, Footfalls. The name Footfalls is very familiar to us whether you realize it or not. It's actually the area we traveled each time we had to pray return to the Waking Sands. Now let's talk about the final trial against the Endsinger. In that fight, Medeon uses Ultimate Fate, which would have sealed the Warrior of Light's fate if it wasn't for the prayers of our Scion comrades in what is no doubt one of the most epic moments in a trial in this game. Here, when it ends off with Thancred and Nishola, you might recognize these poses they are making. That's because these are the exact poses they make during their prayers in the End of an Era cinematic. Though this time, we triumph. In Endwalker, we learn of Dynamis, an emotion-based energy separate from ether. It's an integral part of Endwalker's story and, well, the cause of everything that's happened in 14 as we learn. But did you realize that this isn't the first time we've heard of Dynamis in this game? Rewind to Shadowbringers, when we aided in Bozja's war, we had access to Lost Actions, additional skills that came from Lost Fragment, crystals that stored memories and knowledge of old fighting techniques. And one of these Lost Actions was the Dynamis Dice. The Dynamis Dice had you place your fate in the goddess Nemea of the 12, aka the goddess of fate, and would result in a random action whether it be HP buffs, healer, LB3, or doom. That's all we're really told about the item, but now it's like, damn, Dynamis? So were these actions of the Dynamis Dice affected by the emotions around us? Who knows, but props to the 14 team because that blew my mind just rereading the name of this item. And the last detail I have to mention that blew my mind comes from a voiceless cutscene back in A Realm Reborn. At the end of the Crystal Tower raids, we get the scene of Nero tossing away his Garlean tech and walking away. But as he walks away, we hear this.